Mood's not mood. This is leeBISHOP and
erickaMELANI again.
We're gonna play We're Not Really Strangers. She's new to this, so I'm gonna break it down and everything, and we're gonna have a good time. Okay. So there's 3 levels. There's perception, connection, and reflection, right? I'm pretty sure they probably rhymed on purpose. And initially the game, you're supposed to take 15, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna take do you want to take 3 or 5 cards? Because you have to take 3 or 5 cards from each topic.
Oh, let's take 3, and then
Yeah,
so that's a
fine.
total of 15.
Okay.
Right?
Cool. Yeah. So you want to take 3? Don't look at them. Just take 3.
Are these all the same? Okay.
I shuffled them. Are you shuffling?
1, 2. Oh no, my fingers are greasy, and I'm making grease on your cards.
Yeah, that's gross. Okay. So the rule, just read and then answer, but if you get a wild card, that means we both have to do whatever the wild card says.
Okay.
So this is called, We Are Not Strangers. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just really like the game, and I think it's really fun to do with family, friends, and with strangers. And if you watch the trailer on YouTube, it describes it perfectly. And I think they did it on Santa Monica, and it's pretty fun. My friend Gabriel, I think he got it at Urban Outfitters, and I'm pretty sure they have a website, but it's called We're Not Really Strangers. So, ladies first.
This is awesome. My first question is, what reality show do you think I'm most likely to binge watch? Explain. That's a no-brainer right there.
I don't know which one, because I'm not familiar with reality shows, but I'm gonna say any of them. I'm gonna say any of them that deals with dating.
Any of them? No.
Or anything that deals with dating or interaction of love and 2 people together. You would binge watch that. Because that's what you've expressed to me, with all the reality shows we talk about.
I know, I do.
The dating ones.
I tell you all about the reality shows. Well, I like 90 Day Fiance. I like Love After Lockup.
Yeah, they're all dating ones.
I actually don't watch Love at First Sight or Marriage at First Sight, whatever that. I watch the recaps. But I also watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Deals with dating.
Not really. They don't.
I mean,
nobody really dating. They're actually not even. They're supposed to be housewives, but only 2 of them are married. They mostly argue.
I mean, not dating, but it deals with.
But I wouldn't talk to you about that because you wouldn't be interested. Ah, darn it! I have a wild card.
Okay,
wait,
it's my turn.
Oh, whoops!
Can we?
I wasn't supposed to tell you about this wild card I have.
Right now. Okay, I got a wild card. We're not gonna do that one.
How did we both get wild cards?
Okay, let me do it. Okay, do it.
Wait, no! On the wild card, it has a.
Wait, I didn't read anything yet.
Well, you're supposed to read it on the wild card.
We're not gonna do it. It's gonna take too much, and people can't see it anyway, so it's not gonna be you with it. Okay. Do I seem like more of a creative or?
Wait.
What?
I feel like you need to read the wild card because the wild card does have something on there. Is it a question?
We can't do it because nobody's gonna see it, so there's no point in doing it. It says draw each other.
Oh, yours says draw each other. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
It says draw a picture together.
Oh, that sounds like a waste of time. All right.
Do I seem like more of a creative or analytical type? Explain.
Oh, well, when I first met you, you were more creative, but now you're analytical, so.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Means you're getting old.
But explain. Just because I'm getting old?
Well, that's what I tell myself.
About me?
I think maybe he's getting old, that's why. He's gotta pay his bills and stuff. No, you're still... Yeah, you're analytical because I don't see you creating as much. I feel like you used to create a lot more when I first met you, and you're not really creating, but we are here creating something, so there is that.
I'm gonna have to agree with you. Go ahead.
That's it.
Cool.
That was
cool.
all. That was it.
I mean, it's your perspective, so it's fine.
See, we're analyzing.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, okay. How many speeding tickets do you think I've gotten in my life?
In your life? Oh man. 2.
1.
1. Oh, when was this?
I was leaving Santa Barbara and I was going 75 and I got pulled over by the cops and I was like, and I got a speeding ticket, and which was totally BS, and then I couldn't start my car because my lights were on when he pulled me over, and I still had them on during the pullover, and then my car was stuck, and then the cop drove off.
So you were stranded.
Yeah, well, luckily I was at a gas station, but it was still BS. The whole encounter was horrible.
And when was this?
This was maybe 5 years ago.
Why was the encounter horrible? Because he was a dick?
I thought that was kind of a dick move, like that my car wouldn't start and then you just drive off. After
he
pulled me
knew
over.
it didn't.
Yeah, it wouldn't turn over.
Yeah, that's a dick move. Okay. What do you think my go-to karaoke song is?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't even believe you do karaoke.
I used to do karaoke.
You did? Okay, I'm gonna say it's a rap song. Oh, well then, I guess I've already lost. I've already lost.
I'll give you that hint and then go ahead and try to guess, and then if you can't, well, don't worry about it.
Okay, so your go-to karaoke song is Missing My Baby by Salinas with an S.
No, it would be Michael McDonald and Patti LaBelle, On My Own.
Okay, that is sad because that requires 2 people, and I hate it when people sing a song that requires 2 people.
I love those songs. I love them.
And they sing it. Do you sing it with someone else?
I would like to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I could do both parts.
Yeah, that's the part I don't like.
Okay, Chief Keef.
It's annoying. Nothing is more annoying when people do that.
I love it.
When they want to sing all the parts.
I would rather do it duet. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be that way.
But that's my favorite. That would be my karaoke. Yeah, go-to karaoke song. My turn? No, your turn.
Yes.
Your turn to read.
Oh.
I read one. I read it.
Well, mine's a wild
You
card.
want to do another one then? Is it stupid?
Okay. Kind of. It's like one that I would have a hard time answering.
Yeah.
Here, let me just grab this. Okay. Commercial break. All right. We got one. Do I seem like a morning person or a night owl? Why?
Night person, because you like to go out and have fun with your friends, because we do live in Los Angeles and there's a lot of stuff going on at night.
Wow, you are so wrong. I like to stay home. But I like that you have the perception that I go out with my friends and have fun, but I'm usually get sleepy around 8 o'clock. And I wake up around 6-ish, but I don't, because I don't have to physically go anywhere. I just stay in bed until around 8.
I know, but when you go out, you go out. I mean, you have a good time. I mean, it seems like you have a good time. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're a party animal, but like you do go out all the time. But when you go out with your friends, I mean, I guess that's what I'm going off of when I.
That's awesome. I want people to think that.
Okay. I don't. What is that? 50-50. I'm right or wrong. Okay. Wait.
I think this is the last
Okay.
one.
For perception. Okay. Do you think I've ever checked an ex's phone for evidence?
Yes.
An ex's phone for evidence for what? For cheating?
Yeah,
Or just
I
to
think
see if they're cheating?
I think you've checked ex's phone for something. Whether it doesn't have to be for cheating, but like you were snooping in their phone for something.
You are wrong. I've never done that before.
You never snooped in an ex's. I mean, like
I hate that shit. I've never done that ever.
you never picked up their phone and was like,
Nope.
"Oh, let me just go through the apps."
Nope. Not even that. Not even to play a game on. Not even to answer the phone for them when they were busy in the bathroom or something. Never. I've never done that. I don't believe in that.
How cute.
Okay, do you have a card? Because that was level 1 perception. That's our perception of each other for 3 questions. And now we're going to go to
Level 2.
level 2, connection. What do you think about the game so far?
I don't know. This is kind of interesting. Until I read the first question of connection, then I will know if I should be scared or not.
What would you be scared of?
I don't know. I don't know how personal this is going to be. I don't know if somebody's going to get mad at me. This is one of those questions. This is one of those games that you probably shouldn't play with people you do know because, you know, somebody will get uptight. So is that what you think, huh? That's what you've been thinking, huh?
They encourage you to play with friends and fam.
So would you suggest this be a first date? I mean, since we're in quarantine dating right now, I mean, why don't we just play this game for a first date? Like if you're on a first date, you're like, okay, I have some cards. I'm going to mail you some cards.
No. You'd have, it's better in person, but you can do it on video.
Yeah, you could do it on video and then
but you would have to see them.
And then we'll see what BS the other person says because he wants to kiss up to you.
You would hope that they be honest and want to be optimistic. Okay.
Well, we should do that. We should play this game as if we were on a first date. And what you would say to somebody in order to, you know, seal the deal.
Seal the deal. Okay, ladies first.
Okay. My question is for level 2 connection. Is there a feeling you miss? Oh gosh, yes. I miss.
You asked me. You don't get to answer it.
Well, just like that, I forgot the game. Oh, I'm so selfish. Okay. Is there a feeling you miss?
Yes, intimacy. I miss that.
Aww.
There's no need to explain.
See,
you want to answer it? You sound like you want to answer.
This is perfect. See, if this was on a date and a guy said that to me. Actually, better question is, if you were on a date, would you be honest and say that to the other one?
I would, yeah. I would be honest the whole time.
Intimacy. Well, actually, that would work. That would actually be. That's actually brilliant to play this game. Okay, so what would it make you feel if a girl said, "I miss intimacy"?
How would it make me feel?
You would be like, "I like her.
I
could fix that."
I wouldn't say that, but I'd be like, she's honest.
All right.
Okay. How are you really?
Oh. Well, I'm kind of bitter because I didn't get to answer the question about what feeling I miss.
You could answer it. I just said you could answer it.
Oh, I miss feeling glee. Like when you're laughing so freaking hard, you're delirious. I miss that feeling.
When you're what?
When you laugh so hard, you're delirious. You're having just so much fun and everything is funny.
Yeah, I miss that too. I miss that. But how are you doing really?
I'm content. I got my COVID test back negative. Everything is great.
Okay. Is that how you really are doing?
I think so. I mean, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel content and...
Wow.
I'm gonna just stay in my moment. And my moment is I'm content, I'm fed.
You're healthy?
I'm healthy so far.
So far?
I have, maybe some like allergies or something, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
You look
good.
good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so next question. It's a reminder. What is that?
I don't know. Read it. What does it say? I've never heard this before.
This is funny. It says, be more interested in understanding others than being understood. That's for you.
Let me see that.
That's what it says. You know, it's a reminder.
Be more interested in understanding others than being. Yeah. Like being.
Yeah.
Be more attentive. Yeah. I'm doing that. I do that. I think I do that. I think I do that more than I've ever done that. But I did have a problem with like helping others before I helped myself, and I really had to especially when I moved out here. I really had to like focus more on myself because I couldn't really help a lot of people because not a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends out here except for you and a handful of people, and I've helped you guys, but you guys also helped me. So I don't know. I think I'm paying more attention, especially with like strangers. Like I guess I'm being like more open instead of being more like what do you call it? Like not interested. You know what I'm saying? I'm being more open, and I'll stop my meme again.
Oh.
And my anger at the world face.
Oh.
Yeah. I had Napoleon's disease.
Napoleon's complex?
Napoleon complex. It's not a disease. I had Napoleon complex. Because I'm short. Okay, here we go. Question for you now. Has a stranger ever changed your life?
I'm still stuck on Napoleon's disease because I think he did die of a sexually transmitted disease. So I think he didn't die of syphilis?
I think he did die of syphilis. I think he did die of syphilis. So Napoleon did have a disease. I do not have that though. I do not have that. I had the complex. No STD.
You're gonna have to ask me that question again because I forgot it.
Okay. Has a stranger ever changed your life?
The only story that comes to mind is a really stupid story about this man who when I worked, I used to travel around to different cities, and apparently I went to the city more than once, and the same man came up to me and had the same conversation. He said, "How are you doing?" And I said, "I'm awesome." And he said, the awesome really means foolish. So it'd be better if you said, "You're doing great," or "fine," or something else. And I'm like, okay. And you would say that because I'm pretending to be happy because that was my job. I have to talk to people.
Yeah.
And then fast forward, I'm in the city again, and the same guy comes up to me, and I do not recognize him. I don't remember. And he says, "How are you doing?" And I said, "I'm awesome." And he says, "Remember I told you last year that awesome means?" And I was like, from that, I learned, don't talk to people.
He's stupid. What?
He changed my life. Like, he killed me from just being in my little blissful, happy place at work. I don't think I worked that job after that. That was it.
Oh my god.
Who are you to go around and tell people what words mean and test them a year later?
Test them a year later. Like he was waiting for you.
He was. What a jerk.
All
But anyway, that's how he changed my life.
Jesus.
All right, your question.
I did ask a question.
No, I'm giving you your question.
Okay.
If you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invincible?
The moment. I answered this one before. I want to give me another one. I don't want to answer.
What did you say?
I said when I had an STD scare.
Well, do you have another uninvincible moment?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one.
Like your last birthday, maybe?
No.
When you try to do some push-ups or pull-ups? The last time a young kid wanted to fight you?
You got some good stories.
When you heard you had the Napoleon disease. That must have been the STD scare. When you had to tap out during a sexual session.
Ask the question again.
The question is, if you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invincible?
I don't know if invincible. Yeah, I guess when I got knocked out.
You got knocked out?
I was knocked out before.
What?
And before this, I thought I was God's gift, and everything was going smooth for me, and I had friends. I still have friends, but it's just being knocked out was like, and it came out of the blue. It wasn't like a fight or anything. It just came out of the blue, and this guy was just an ignorant, dickhead, and but it was, I just felt, you just feel so vulnerable. It's like if somebody steals from you, or when they take taxes out of your paycheck, like you can't do anything about it. You're out cold. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of not a wake up call, that changed my attitude, because I wasn't doing anything, but being myself. But just like I can get it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and bad things I was doing to people, it could be done to you. It's karma. So I kind of like thinking about it now. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that was karma, like out of the blue, like somebody just knocks you out. Like, it was crazy. So
you weren't talking to him. You didn't say
anything
to him.
We were. You know what? We're at not Miller Park. What's the park across the street from Sac City? And we were having a picnic, and it was all the homies were coming in there, and then it was actually a friend of my friends who just came, because I had like a Jason mask on and shit.
William Lampard,
and then he just came out of nowhere, and just
so you had a costume on, and out of nowhere.
No, I had like regular clothes, and then
somebody just came out and hit you.
Yeah.
And you didn't know this person?
No, I didn't know him, and I guess the reason was he was drunk and just saw me, and it was just like kind of just random. It was random.
And then the people you were with, what did they do?
Nothing.
Yeah.
They did nothing. So I know my friend Mike got mad and broke the window, but I'm like, you should have broke his face. You know, break the window. And then I did have friends who were like, so Bishop, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Cause I had a headache at the time, so I wasn't even thinking straight. But they called me after. But they continued to have the picnic, which is fine. But I went home.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So sorry to hear that.
See, you learned something about me. Okay, this is a wild card, but I think but we can do this. Okay, admit something.
Admit something.
Admit something. It could be anything. It could be stupid.
I was gonna admit that I really want $1 million in my bank account.
That's good. I think they want, a little bit more,
Because if I had $1 million in my bank account, I would go shopping for a place to live, a new place to live, and a new car, and some plastic surgery.
Oh my God! Plastic surgery for what? That's the
my boobs.
What's wrong with your boobies?
Nothing.
You want to get them up more?
Oh well, I guess we know what's wrong with them now.
No, I don't know what you mean.
You're Yeah, I'm gonna get them up more. Exactly. I want Kelly Rowland boobs.
Kelly Rowland boobs. Did she get a boobs up?
Of course. But you can't really tell, and it looks really nice on her.
I said up more because you would complain that you have no cleavage.
Okay.
Was it too much?
Thanks for admitting what you wanted to
That's
admit.
What you said.
I guess.
Don't guess. Is that what it is?
I don't know. I'm saying I guess that's what I said. I don't recall saying that, but you
What's
said
a
I
boob
did.
job? You want to?
A boob job? I told you, a Kelly Rowland boobs.
I don't remember her boobs.
Do I have to show you what her boobs look like? They look nice. I like her boobs, and I would like boobs like hers.
I mean, as long as if it's healthy, cool. Yeah.
No, it's not really healthy, but
it's not.
It looks
they,
good.
They make them healthy now.
No, there's breast implant illness, which is kind of freaking me out.
Illness? Like what? Like
so.
Those are pretty.
See, they're nice. They fit her body, and it's just. It's not too much. It's just very nice.
Those are cool.
That's what I want.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
All right. So I think we're on to the last section, level 3.
This is called reflection.
Reflection. Let's see if we can hold.
Jesus Christ.
We can hold court and keep this. I like to like spread them out and then randomly pick.
I was supposed to answer that too, but it's okay.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead and admit something. It is a wild card, so go ahead and admit something.
I want to admit that I'm lonely, and I hate admitting that because I strive on being single, but I'm lonely. I said it. I said it out loud. Okay.
Yeah, but you can be single and lonely, and you can also be in a relationship and lonely. Have you ever been in a relationship and lonely?
Please explain.
It's the same feeling like, well, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by lonely, but sometimes people feel lonely because they don't have someone to physically connect with, and sometimes people feel lonely because they don't have someone to emotionally connect with.
Yeah, all that.
And sometimes people feel lonely. Well, I guess emotionally connecting is the only other half.
Yeah, all that.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, your question is from level 3 reflection.
Yes.
What question were you most afraid to answer?
The last one. They
Yeah.
admit.
You did say that.
I hate feeling that way. I really do hate feeling that way. So, yeah, the last one.
You should re-download Hinge.
Nope.
Well, how else are you gonna meet people during quarantine?
I don't even want to
Zoom them.
I don't even want to do like the video phone thing. I know that's cool. I don't know. I don't have the energy to meet somebody new at this time, because with your stories and then my friend's stories, I don't want to do it.
What
man.
story? My stories. Whoa.
Your stories are horrible.
No, they're not. Oh, my stories are horrible. Really? So then you trying to make me feel crazy for what I'm saying means that I am not crazy.
Yes, but then I would also say what? I would say this is what you want, so that's all that matters. If you don't feel comfortable, or you feel like this way, or you have the intuition that it's not going to go well, and you want to do, play characters and stuff, then do what you want to do.
I don't want to play characters. Okay, I have a question. This is not part of the game, but which story is the most frightening about my dating experience?
What story?
Yeah, like you said, like you don't have the energy to get to know someone new, and with my stories and your friends' stories.
Yeah.
Like, which story of mine is the most frightening?
Frightening for you?
No, for you.
None of them is frightening.
Like, frightening for you that you do not want to get out there.
Did I say frightening?
You said scared, like...
I guess, like, being vulnerable again and having to go through all this again after being in a relationship for, like, 3+ years, like... Or 3 years and some change. It's like going through that whole process again and getting to know somebody. I just don't have the energy for it right now. How I'm feeling right now. I'm open because I'm on the dating apps and stuff, but I'm really not putting any energy into them. I'm just treating them like video games and stuff. And then sometimes I'd have like a spurt of answering the questions, or not responding, but like putting making the first move and stuff. But I don't get any kickback. So that is kind of not encouraging. So I don't know. Maybe I feel like my time is over. I feel kind of done.
You're super young. What are you talking about?
I feel like I think I'm just gonna like be one of those dudes who plays video games, gets fat, just works and take care of his mom. Like that's
like Colty on 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, see, I don't know who that is, but yeah,
he likes Brazilian girls.
I like Brazilian girls too.
And he takes care of his mom, and he has lots of cats.
Yeah, I don't know about the cats part, but I'm just take care of my mom and work and play video games and get fat. I don't feel like I don't have the energy. I feel done. I feel like I'm done. I was telling my friend the other day. I was telling my sister that I was like, dude, I'm just gonna take care of mom. I'm done, dude. I don't have the energy.
Your mom wants grandkids.
No, she doesn't. I don't think she cares.
Nope, she wants
my
grandkids.
Dad does.
She wants grandkids.
She didn't even want to be called grandma. She said, if you have kids, I don't want them to call me grandma.
Nope, she wants to hold her grandbabies. Trust me.
Gotta have a woman for that. So I don't know. Who knows? And I'm open. Like I'm not shutting anybody down, but I'm just for me. I have a pretty good track record, and just the last one just like really destroyed me. So like we talked about earlier, like bagging, like I'm still on that. So it sucks. I wish I wasn't. Anyway.
I hear you.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. What am I most qualified to give advice about?
Video games?
That sucks, dude. I don't even play a lot of video games, son. I just got that Xbox.
DJing and
works.
collectible, like I don't know what you call those little
Advice?
Yeah, you're good at giving advice on collectible like toys and shoes and sneakers, like the worth of them.
Sure.
And if they're authentic or not. And electronic audio setups. You're really good at that. And music. A whole bunch of things.
Okay.
Alright, what answer of mine made you light up? Oh, it's every question. Every question that I ask you, you already answered it the time before, whether it was verbally or non-verbal. Did you know that? Have you noticed that?
No.
I think I picked right. No, for real, because it said, what question were you most afraid to answer? It was a question before. What question made you light up? I know people can't see it, but he lit up when I said that. When I talked about the sneaker game.
Yeah, but that was my question to you, though. It's saying, what question did you ask me?
I'm sorry, but I said, what question of mine made you light up?
Oh, okay, fine. You're right. That was a good one.
No, it was you. You were right.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, but you did light up when I was answering the question.
Because you said one thing and it was wrong, and then...
I don't know if I had any questions to you that required lighting up. It was my questions to you were very deep and stuff. I don't think it was anything.
We had none. She had no questions.
That would be the answer.
Yeah.
Well,
there's no right or wrong answer.
Whatever.
So, yeah. It's just how you feel. Okay. What is one thing you think I can do that would dramatically improve my life?
Oh, go to therapy.
I do go to therapy. No, I don't go. Not anymore. What do I need to go to therapy for?
Everybody should be in therapy.
I would do therapy.
But
I don't go anymore.
well, actually, this is what I learned from a therapist on YouTube. Is that I didn't know when you go to therapy, you actually tell the therapist what you want to work on and come up with a plan. I thought they just you tell them I have this problem and then they come up with a plan, but you kind of specifically said some things about intimacy and being alone and not being in the energy of wanting to. So I think that's very explicit and hey, I want to get through this part of my life where I don't have the energy to want to do that. And then you guys explore it and come up with a game plan or something like that. So that would be the answer to your question.
Okay.
All right. I don't know how this would work with strangers, but maybe it would. Actually, it would, because all of the information came from your answers. Okay. In one word, how would you describe our conversation?
Interesting. This conversation, this game, interesting.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think the way they wrote these questions for this game is so that the last question has something to do with it. I get it. They're very smart.
It's there's there's levels. Especially if it's with a stranger. Because it's I'm judging you, I'm analyzing you from nothing. From how you look, how you answer the questions, and then how we go along each level. Because you're supposed to do 15.
Yeah.
So imagine doing 15 with a stranger, which I think is a lot. I think that's too much. All right. If we were in a band, what would our name be?
Ooh.
Real quick, remember we went to this thing at the Hammer and we took a picture and it was free.
Oh yeah.
And we were together. We looked like a group.
Where is that picture? Do you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it.
Oh wait, was it the Polaroid? It was like a printout, right?
Yeah.
Like you go to the photo booth thing.
Yeah. It was dope. It was.
I do have that picture. It's
I think I had my sunglasses on or some shit.
Oh yeah. Dang. Well, I don't know why. The first thing that came to my mind was losing doubt.
That sounds like a song, one of our songs. Losing doubt.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
That's natural. That's cool.
We would be super indie.
We would be ethereal pop.
I want to do ethereal pop. And I want you guys to change my voice like they did on Cardi B's first album.
Yeah, we'll put auto-tune on everything.
I need it. Did I tell you when I went into the studio with this producer to record some satire songs, and he changed my voice.
How'd it sound?
It still sound bad, but I was like, no, you can make it sound better if you made all these other people sound better. And he said maybe the guy was lying to me, kind of like a guy said, the guy said, you say that to all the girls. He's like, no, I've worked with artists that sing worse than you. And I was like, aw, he probably says that to everybody. It's like, you're by far the most tone deaf person I ever recorded with.
Trying to get some new.
No, he wasn't. He was very professional. It was nice. Darn, there was something I wanted to ask. Oh, how would you feel about playing? Would you be interested in watching maybe a KKK member and maybe somebody from the Black Lives Matter play this game?
Yeah, that would be tight.
You think so?
Yeah. But they have to be open to it, and they can't be overly racist, though.
No, they're overly.
No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work then. They're not even going to be in the same, they can't even sit in the same place.
It has to be overly because they have to be honest, and you need to work through this.
No, you have to, you can't be aggressive. You can be overly racist, but you can't be, aggressive, You know what I'm saying? Like,
you just can't put your hands on people, but you can speak and not yell, and it would be interesting.
I think by the end they probably might have a change of heart. Or not maybe the KKK person, not the BLM person.
Now, how would you feel if the next presidential election this year, this was the game they played? Would you be interested in watching that as to a debate?
No.
How about in addition to a debate?
Yeah.
Like this before the debate?
No, they would have to do this like on a YouTube thing or something. Yeah. Wait, with Trump and Biden?
Yeah, whoever the two people are when it comes to because have they already picked everyone for the bid? Because it seems like more people are just showing up.
They didn't. I mean, Biden doesn't even have like a vice president yet.
Yeah, so whenever they make their final, whenever they make their final decisions on who's going to be the candidates,
I think it would definitely be like
the top 4 candidates play this game, and then they all play with each other. So it's like
it'd have to be just Trump and Biden. So.
No, it's kind of like a boxing match. Like, of course, you have the top.
How would you win though?
No, you know what I'm saying. Like, you have your what do you call them? The fights that happen before.
Preliminary fights.
Yeah, you have there's a name for it. Even when you're like when you're a stand-up comedian, or if you're an artist, there are people who perform before you. You're the headliner. You still have the headliner, but you need the people to open before you. So they'll be the ones doing this, and then the headliner is, and then like say some random person picks the questions. Like maybe she's a hot girl, like a ring girl. And she goes in and she mixes them up, and then she picks the questions for them.
And she's in a bikini.
Yeah. But a patriotic bikini.
Isn't that illegal? Anyway, don't demean the American flag.
I'm sure they'll make an exception.
That would be dope to see Biden and Trump do it, because I don't think they would be honest. I think they would still be like campaigning and lying about each other.
I think that's one person, or both of them, would probably not stop talking. So you would need to have a timer, because you can only talk for so long. You can't just keep talking.
I don't think they would say any good things about each other.
But the question is, well, it doesn't really matter if they say good things or
bad
things.
Matter.
You just have to follow whatever the questions are. And it would be very...
I would definitely watch.
It would be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since the old way doesn't really work necessarily, why don't we throw in, this game? We're not really strangers.
Well, whatever this ex-jazz player, this pastor dude who kind of rehabilitates KKK members, I mean, whatever he's saying and doing, I mean, it seems to be working. So I think the problem with racism is just we don't have a conversation, and we just need to have that conversation. Now, if we had a racist and somebody who is just so pro-black, I mean, or an Asian person who's never met a white person or an American before, and his first person is a KKK member or an Aryan person, I mean, maybe something like that. Or maybe not even like racism, just like Mexicans and a black person, or a Japanese and a Chinese, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. I think this game could be important and change people's perspective.
It's funny, I actually there's a convention that happens every year, I think it's in LA area, where people can pitch their games. So I was probably there when this game was being pitched.
Maybe.
It's kind of cool. Like it's all kinds of games. There are video games, there's board games, card games, things like that, and you can become a millionaire.
Yeah.
People are out there buying stuff, and hey, this is the time, right?
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
This is the time, or remember the time.
The way you said it was reminded me of Remember the Time. Remember the time. You have a question? Is that it?
Nope, I think that's it.
Oh, okay, so that was it. So what happens usually is you're supposed to, if we were strangers, you would write something down, because they provide pencils and paper, and you would write something down. I guess what you thought of the other person, like one word of what you thought about the other person, and then that person would take that home and read it. So it had to be positive. So, you know what I mean? So it's like you'll remember this game with that other person and stuff. So I thought that was really cool.
Oh wow, I should do that. I should just walk around Santa Monica Beach with this game, find a cute guy, and at the end of the game, write down my phone number, and then we take it home, and then he can call me.
But what if he's? That's only if you give him, if he's worthy of the number. You're not going to just give it to him just because you played the game.
Well, we met, and I like him, and we're face to face, and if I like what I hear, then that's what I'm going to put on my piece of paper, and that's my business.
Yeah, why not? Just walk around with a box in your hand. You get the cards? Do you give it? Oh.
That's how you choose, ladies. That's how you choose.
Yes, that would be nice if women chose for us, because sometimes when we choose, we're not the one for you. We just want some poom poom.
Well, women.
Maybe if women chose.
Women do choose. It's just sometimes guys either don't see it, or they do see it and they just can't right now, and they're trying to be nice.
Yeah.
But women choose.
Or they play those stupid games and think we're supposed to read. That there were mind readers, and we're supposed to pick up on signals, and when we don't, you're like, whatever, and then the guy who you really don't want, but who's just there because he's cute and he'll suffice for now because you're really that lonely, you'll just take him. So there's that too.
That sounds like a real life experience that you've had.
I don't know when you like me when
she comes up to you and says,
no,
hi,
there's this chick
do you know where the peanut butter is? And you're in the peanut butter aisle.
Right. There's this young girl in class, and when I was in college, and like a year later, we finally were intimate and whatever, but but it wasn't from class, it was from me seeing her out, and then I gave her my number or whatever, or we exchanged numbers because I thought she was gone. But when we finally were together, she confessed to me that, I gave you signals in class that I liked you. And I was like, what signals did you give me?
Wait, this was when you were in college or high school?
College.
Okay, so some girl liked you.
And never told me, like, outright. She just threw signals, which I was oblivious to. I'm like, what signals did you give me? The purple hair? Like, what are you talking about?
I used to ask you for your pencil.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then when did she divulge this information?
When, like a year later.
Okay, so she ran into you?
Yeah, we ran into each other.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay. And so this
we could have been fucking this whole time.
It doesn't matter. You're missing the point.
That's not. No, I'm not. No. Okay, I hear what you're saying, but my point is, no. Stop with the signals in the games. And your point is?
My point is that she's choosing right now. Who cares what she did in the past? Because in the past, it obviously wasn't working. She could be lying. She could be lying. She could have had a crush on you and didn't give you any signals at all. But at that moment when she said, I used to like you and I used to do these things, that is the moment she's choosing, and that's the only moment that matters. No. So you just take it from there, and you're like, we should exchange numbers. Yeah. And then you move on. Who cares about what happened in the past? Because those sometimes are those are ways girls choose sometimes. Sure. As we'll see a guy that we haven't seen in a while, and he looks cute or not what we remember or something, and we need a reason to say something to him, and we say, I used to have a crush on you, and then that's when a guy is supposed to be like, okay, and then you just, whether she had a crush on you or not, basically what she's saying is, I have a crush on you. Yeah. No, she chose in that classroom on those specific days that she threw silent signals at me.
That's when she chose.
No, you're missing the point.
No.
Yes, you are.
You're just trying to be right.
No, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to translate for you.
Trying to educate me.
No, I'm trying to translate. She was choosing right then and there. I don't know if she was choosing when in school. She could be lying.
I will say this: she made the first move at the year later. So whatever.
When she said, "Oh, I liked you."
No, when she asked me for my number.
Okay.
So I guess the confidence was she was more confident and wanted to get my number.
She probably saw something that she was like, okay, I'm ready to act now.
No.
I mean, don't you guys do that sometimes?
No, we want it now.
Yeah, if you wanted
That's
it.
why we're so aggressive.
But say you didn't want it back then, but a year later it filled out.
It filled out? What filled out?
I don't know, something. Maybe, and you're like,
titties got bigger. Okay, let me.
You probably. I mean, have you ever? Oh wow, there's a huge spider. Well, have you?
On the trapeze.
And there's like a shadow behind it. The spider just stopped. Like we can't see it anymore because it stopped moving. I love it.
It stopped because you were talking about it.
I sure was. But like, I mean, it doesn't. Like, has there ever been a time that you met somebody and you're like, oh, she looked good, and she's like, remember we used to go to school together, and you really don't remember, and you're just like, oh yeah, but you don't remember her because maybe she didn't look like she looks now.
No, never, no. There was a chick I knew who she lost a lot of weight, but I liked her even when she had the weight. I thought she was cute then. And then she lost the weight, and then I kind of was extra aggressive. So.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, you were extra aggressive. Well, I mean, I think if a girl takes the time to say that she had some kind of opinions about you that were favorable years later, basically what she's telling you is right now I would like you, and I'm going to tell you whatever.
She liked me before.
I'm going to tell you this story to make you feel like I'm not being super direct, because back then I liked you. I'm telling you back then I liked you, but I really mean is I like you right now.
Alright. Sounds like poppycock, but I get it.
Spider's gonna jump on you.
I just can't wait to kill it.
Spiders! No, open the window and let it free.
Nope.
Yes, let it free.
Murder, she
Give us free.
Murder, she wrote.
Give us free.
Murder, she wrote.
Give us free.
Murder, she wrote. Anyway, Erica, thanks for playing the game. That was fun. That was really lots of fun. Very insightful.
I had fun. Thank you.
All right. And thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.
Amazing blazing.